What's good, peeps? Let's have a quick look at 10 games that you should maybe consider grabbing in the month of May 2018, so make sure you keep it locked. Number 10. Raging Justice is basically a modern take on the 2D scrolling brawler that pulls the classic genre kicking and screaming into the 21st century. Honestly speaking, this game might be rubbish as I don't really know what to expect, but I do love the fact that it has that kind of Streets of Rage look and feel surrounding it, and whilst I doubt it obviously would be even close to a Streets of Rage game, maybe it might surprise me and be a fun game to pick up.
Number 9.
Now, keeping it real, I haven't really played many tennis games since the virtual tennis days, apart from games like Mario Tennis or more cartoony tennis games such as Hot Shot Tennis on the PS4. But Tennis World Tour does look like a game that resembles the same style of the game such as Top Spin, which was really a fun and entertaining game back in the days. I'm not sure if this game is going to be as good, but I do feel that we definitely need some new tennis games to play on the current gen, and that's why I think that this game does deserve some form of chance and a little opportunity to see whether it can re-spark the tennis genre. Horizon Chase Turbo is basically a racing game inspired in the great hits of the 80s and 90s. In this game, you get to travel around the world to compete in 72 gorgeous tracks. Now, looking at the trailer, this game does look like fun, and I really do love the concept of them aiming to bring back that retro vibe with this particular game. Just like a few games on this list, I'm not entirely sure if this will be as good as it does look, but I really do hope that this is a pleasant surprise, and the fact that it is 4K with a retro looking graphics behind it, it certainly does deserve the mention it gets.
Number 7.
Now, for the people who's been following this channel for a while now will certainly know that I've always claimed to be a Super Nintendo fanatic as opposed to a Mega Drive guy, but there is no denying that the Mega Drive classic lineup is super amazing. There are some really classics from the 16-bit era such as the Streets of Rage collection, Golden Axe and Sonic games, and this is an awesome game for those looking for that nostalgia fix. Me for one is certainly going to grab this because this will definitely bring me back down to memory lanes from back in the early 90s.
Number 6.
Detroit Becomes Human is a third-person action-adventure game with multiple player characters in the game who can die as the story continues without them. As a result, there is no game over message following a character's death. Now, this game has always been on my radar since its announcement, and I really do hope that this game plays as good as it looks, because it is certainly a game that I'm really looking forward to playing on my PlayStation 4. Hyrule Warriors Definite Edition is basically a new ultimate version of the exhilarating action game set in the Zelda universe, which will include every map and mission plus all 29 playable characters from both the Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo 3DS version of the game, along with all the previous paid DLC. If you missed out on playing this game on the Nintendo Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS, then for me this is definitely now the perfect time to grab Hyrule Warriors if you do own a Nintendo Switch. I'm personally looking forward to grabbing this game because whilst I do own it on the Nintendo Wii U, I never really got the chance to put the hours in that the game probably deserves, so really looking forward to my time with this game next month.
Number 4.
Now, this multiplayer zombie survival fantasy does look pretty cool, and whilst I always do argue that the Xbox One needs to increase their exclusive game catalog, this game certainly looks like a great game to add to that library. Now, I'm obviously not the biggest fan of horror games, but from what I can remember from the first entry on the Xbox 360, it was really a fun game, and certainly a game that definitely will strengthen the Xbox catalog.
Number 3.
keeping it all the way real, I wasn't actually going to add this game to this list simply because it's been released multiple times, from the episodic version to a full release and also the gold edition, but this deluxe edition I feel is a must buy for those who haven't really got around to grabbing this Hitman game as of yet. The game itself is awesome and packed with some great missions that have loads of replay value, and whilst I do own the game on the PS4 digitally and I also do own the physical version of the game on the Xbox One, I might even consider grabbing the deluxe edition just because I'm personally a real big super Hitman fan. This game to me is definitely a hidden gem on the console because a lot of people haven't really got around to playing this game, and I do really encourage you giving this game the benefit of the doubt.
Number 2.
As a massive fan of the Street Fighter series, I'm personally super excited to be able to play this massive collection which contains 12 classic titles. Whilst I've currently pre-ordered the game for the Xbox One, I'm not really entirely sure as to what console I really want to play this game on, because I do think playing this on the Nintendo Switch will be great as I'd get an opportunity to play it on the move, but chilling and playing the game on the TV with my Xbox One and PS4 is also an attractive thought. But either way, this game will certainly be in my collection on whichever console come May 2018.
Number 1.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze to me is certainly in my top 3 games that surfaced on the Nintendo Wii U, and feel that it was probably a hidden gem on that console and really underrated, even given some of the reviews that I've seen online. And now that it's coming out on the Nintendo Switch, this to me is a must-own game for anyone who has a Nintendo Switch. I have been a fan of the Donkey Kong Country series since the Super Nintendo days and really think that this is a solid platformer which is challenging at times but still super fun. Anyway peeps, this was a very quick rundown on 10 games that I think you may want to consider picking up in the month of May 2018. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below of my list, and let me know as there's any games that I've personally missed off my list that was worth mentioning for May 2018, and you could maybe help a few other gamers out there. As always, if you did enjoy this gaming update, be sure to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. And until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
I realize when I'm with you, I wanna do what it takes to make you see, make you see.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.